And here we are, another week on the program. Here we are with another week on the program. It's been a weird week with everything going on in the news, with the impeachment, with the new year coming on. What did you do? What New Year's resolutions did you make? Uh, I don't know anything in the news. I just don't know anything in the news. All this impeachment stuff, all this crap about Iran, all the science stuff, all the 2020 stuff. Here we are in 2020. I'll probably say it a million times. No flying cars, no robots, no fancy stuff. And it's 2020. I am now 40 years old. Turned 40 last year, but it's 2020, so I'm going to be 40 going into the new year. Another big O, four big O's for me, actually. So I don't know what to do. I'm looking at all this stuff in front of me, and I'm just stunned. I'm just amazed. I don't feel well, so I think what we're going to do is just turn on the phones. The phones are lighting up. Whether they're working or not, I don't know. But they're lighting up. Maybe we'll just go into the phones. Start the new year by opening up the phones, talking to people, talking to you, our audience. Whatever we're going to do, whatever it is. It's the show here that we're doing. I don't care that it's the new year, to be honest with you. I've spent too much debt with my credit cards and Christmas. Christmas was different this year. Seemed different. Felt different. We can talk about that if you want. We can talk about the news if you feel like it. I don't feel like it. I really don't. So let's go to caller number 1. Hello. Okay, you're not there. Why are you not there? All right, let me get that. Let me see here. The lights are lighting up. Somebody has got to be on this phone. Somebody has got to fix these phones. Let's see. Next caller, are you there? Hello. Okay, the phone's not working. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to do if the phone's not working? I don't know what we're supposed to do. I don't know how we're supposed to fix it. How are we supposed to fix the phone problem? But I don't know. Never did know about these phones. So let's try the next line. Nothing. The next line? Somebody's there. I hear somebody in the background. Hello? Okay, well, you don't want to speak. Maybe it's people don't want to speak. I don't know. And I notice my mic is going up and down, loud and then soft. And my headphones, but we'll get that all fixed. Probably in the first break, I'll fix all that, so we'll just have to deal with it right now. In and out, in and out. The phone's not working. It is working. Maybe it's the sound. I don't know. We'll get all this figured out. So let's go to the next caller. Okay, nobody on the other end. Caller, are you there? I hear something. I hear somebody speaking. I hear voices in the background. What are you doing? Okay, well, I guess you don't want to speak. Let's go to the next caller. Caller, hello. All right, thank you, caller. I don't know how anything of what you just said. That was all muffled and garbled. I have no idea what you said. Let's go to the next caller. We have the full phones blinking here a little bit. Caller, hello. Caller, are you there? I'm going to say it one more time. Caller, are you there? I can hear your TV in the background playing like a movie or something. Something's playing in the background. I can hear it. Caller, are you there? Okay. Again, a caller has stuff playing in the background, and they're not answering at all. They're not even trying. Let's go to the next one. Hello? I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything at all. Well, I guess we don't have anything. We don't have any callers on here at all. Again, the phones are not working. Anyways, and this is a routine problem. We all know that. Routine problem of not the phone's not working. So, caller, are you there? Hello, caller. Caller, are you there? Hello, caller. Caller, are you there? I'm going to say it one more time. Caller, are you there? I don't think it's the phone, actually. I think it's actually the person not being there. Maybe it's not the phones. Maybe the phone's working and the person's not there at all. Hello. One more time. Hello, caller. All right. Nothing. So we're going to go to the next one. Hello, caller. Are you there? All right, I have no idea what that was. Sounded like some kind of merman or somebody in a water, or maybe a fish calling. What was that? A fish, yeah. Okay. The board's calling it a fish. A fish was just trying to call into the show. Either that or somebody was gargling. Maybe they're gargling scope, so their breath smells nicer when they call into the show. I don't know what that was all about. I have no idea what that was about. Absolutely no idea, folks. Let's try another line. Caller, welcome to the program. Hello, caller. Okay, phone not working again. This is almost repetitive every time. The phone's not working. We're not doing anything on the phone. The phone is dead. The phone's not dead. Button's working. It's lighting up. That means the phone is ringing in to me if this button lights up. So I don't know what's going on. Like every time, every single time we do the show, we will prevail. We will continue on. We will go on. We will succeed. So let's now go to one more call before we go to the break. Caller, welcome to the show.
Yeah, you fucking scumbag. Get off the fucking air, you bitch.
Okay, that was very inappropriate, calling me a scumbag. All right, folks, well, with that being said, I'm going to go on and do a little break. Got to take a little break, and we'll be right back right after this. All right, we're back, and I was thinking about it. I hung up on the caller, and the reason we hung up on the caller is I don't want to deal with somebody like that at all. So I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to populate it. I don't want to even focus on it. I try to do very well with this show. I try to do what I can. We tried to make this show very successful, and you are calling me a scumbag. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't. I just don't understand. And with that being said, we are going to go on a break. When we come back, it is time to get with our Facebook audience. It is time to get with our iVlog TV audience. It is time to get with our YouTube Live audience and get those things up and running. I'm going to do that during the break. So when we come back, we will be able to have those people join us. You can see me here live as I do the show. So let's go on this break. And as usual, we'll be right back. And coming off the break, I did have a little bit of trouble getting on the social media. But everything is fine. So now it is time to turn on the iVlog. It is time to get on the Facebook. And it is time to see all of you. It is time for all of you to see me. I see you in the chat room. You see me doing the program right there on the screen or on the Facebook Live or on the YouTube Live. And you can interact with me. We can interact with each other through the chat room. It's a great thing. So we're waiting for everyone to get themselves to us from Facebook. I can't read the descriptions because my video is sideways. I'm trying desperately to make sure this works so that everybody can hear and see me. Trying to make sure it does what it's supposed to here, but it's not doing that. So if you can't see me or you can't hear me, well, that's your problem, probably, not mine. But anyways, trying to get myself organized so I can readily have it. Our show on is becoming a pain in the ass. I need someone to come over here and help me with this. If anybody out there wants to volunteer themselves, probably nobody's going to care enough to want to come out here and help me do a damn thing. Okay? I'm looking at, if you're looking at iVlog TV, you kind of have a wider, odd view of my face, this up in your face kind of deal. If you're looking at me on the Facebook, it's the same thing. The microphone's here, but I am trying to do it. I didn't feel like combing my hair. I didn't feel like looking like anything. I wanted to look like a scumbag today. So I did. That's my prerogative. That's my right to look like I want to on my program. Which reminds me about the caller earlier who called me a scumbag. He didn't even see what I looked like. So that's no excuse. And also, we've had other callers that have been annoying, that have been disrespectful, that have been absolutely intolerable tonight. The phones work when they want to work. Please note that. Our audience of our Facebook, our audience of YouTube Live, our audience of iVlog TV, anybody that is watching this program on social media, let that be known that these people call in. They're rude, they're obnoxious. We have that sometimes. So expect that. Also, I want to thank everybody who is joining us. I see the room populating right now. If you want to be a part of the program, the number is 607-238-3816 is the call-in number. The topic was not being a scumbag. Called in, called me a scumbag. The caller decided to make fun of me. The caller decided to tell me I'm things that I'm not, which it doesn't really bother me at all. Really, I'm quite used to it by now. Absolutely, really used to it. I'm not at all surprised that somebody would do this. I'm not at all surprised that somebody's going to take liberty to, say what they want to me. Anyways, the news, I haven't been following the news. I could care less about this election, folks. Could care less about it. The holidays are over. Spent way too much money on my credit card. Absolutely too much money on my credit card. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It's disgusting how much I spent on it. Bought my daughter what she wanted. Proceeded to figure out what we needed to buy, what we needed to do, what we needed to have. And it just was disgusting. So that's the way it is. Everybody knows how I feel about New Year's. It's 2020. No flying cars. Anybody see any flying cars? Cars flying around, anybody? No. Okay. Anybody see any laser guns? No. Anybody see any big, huge flying spaceships? No. Anybody see any colonization of other planets? No. Anybody see any mind-altering stuff, cybernetics and all that? No. The only cybernetic we really have is fake arms and limbs that can be hooked up to certain nerves. Okay, fine. It's a cyber arm, a cyber leg. Nothing of the brain. Nothing of the main organ system. Any organ donations or growing organs for people that need organs? No. This was all stuff that when I was in high school, they said 2020, that's when it's all going to happen. The computers, what's a computer? How big is a computer today? No different than I had when I was in high school. Absolutely no different. The look is different. But for God's sakes, the Ford and the Mustang looks different. Okay, none of this stuff ever happened. None of it. Scientists for years have been saying all this stuff happened. None of it. Cloning. Yeah, we cloned a sheep. We tried cloning a cow. And God knows the biggest conspiracy in Hollywood is they clone them. Nobody knows. The government, what's the government going to do? All these flying things, lasers, guns. Yeah, they got laser guns. Fine. They have laser guns. Not laser beams coming out of the gun. Okay? The laser fires, shoots something, burns it. That's the way it is. Okay, fine, good. We got laser guns. Not like in the movies. Not like they said it would be. Everything's about dulled down about 50% than they said it would be in 2020. We hit 2020. Did the world end? Oh, I'm sorry. The world is supposed to end in March. That's what these religious nutcates are saying now. March, we're supposed to have the world end. April, March. I got 3-4 things here. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing. The Lord will return when he feels like it. Only when he wants to. I'm watching the Facebook over here. These people are looking at me probably like, hey, pay attention to me. Okay, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4 people watching. Welcome to the program. Thanks for coming. Our call-in number is 607-238-3816, and I have to do it on this little cell phone that I have hooked up to our wonderful mixer, our absolutely wonderful mixer that we have. Everybody knows how many problems I've had with this mixer. Not really bad problems. We got a new mixer. We got a new thing going on here. New microphone. Well, not new microphone. I've had this for a while, but new way of speaking into it. So hopefully everything will be okay. The view you get on iVlog TV, there's a chat over there too, iVlog TV. Nobody's coming up in iVlog. Nobody. Does anybody use iVlog anymore? Probably not. Does anybody care that this program is done on YouTube? Probably not. You guys are going to be listening to this program saying, hey, I want to hear the first half of the program. Well, if you want to hear the first half of the program, be live with me on iVlog. Simple as that. The topic, I didn't really have a good topic. I read the news. I did my normal thing. And then some guy called in and called me a scumbag. And talking about how he pissed himself and he pisses the bed and all this stuff. And probably a prank caller. So I turned the show into the topic of being not a scumbag. How do we not be a scumbag? Now, everybody knows what a scumbag is. Everybody knows what a jerk is. Why I'm not married, why I'm not socially acceptable, I have no idea. I don't know what the heck that noise was. What was that noise? I don't know what it was. I have no idea what that noise was. Why did that noise come up on my thing? I have no idea why it's popping up. No idea whatsoever. And I don't care. I don't care about these noises anymore, folks. If you're on my Facebook, if you're on here and you want to join me and you want to be a part of the program and you want to do things, then call in the call number. That's the way it is. iVlog TV, it's The Wade Show. The Wade Show on iVlog TV. The show is now called Let's Talk About It. My friend wanted to be a part of it. She's not here. That's not my problem. I'm all alone. I'd love to have somebody with me. We're getting new stuff for headphones. We're getting new stuff. I'd like to have some sponsors, but it's not happening. 2020 and nothing's happening more than it happened when I got out of high school. 20 years later from I graduated in 99, June of 1999, folks. Okay? And nothing has happened any different than it did in 1999. The only thing different is I can go on a computer anywhere I feel like it, and I have a phone attached to my goddamn hip. Okay? And I can call anybody I want to all over the world. That's the only difference that I have now since I was in high school. And I probably could have done it when I was in high school if I knew where to go and how to do it. But, you know, that's the way it is. 2020, folks. Ha, ha, ha. Let's go 2020. New year, new show, new everything, and nobody cares. Because it just, I was going to go out and buy the newspapers of 2020. Have every single newspaper there was of 2020. Never did it. All across the news was an election and a bunch of bullshit. Nothing new about the world and what wasn't here or is here or anything scientific whatsoever. A bunch of crap on elections, that's all. I voted for Trump. I can complain about him all I want. I saw this ad on Facebook and on YouTube, and it's on Daily Motion, and it's on Pinterest. It's on the Patreon. It's on the other networks I go on about him wanting me to sign something saying I'm with him. That's how communists started, buddy. Okay? I'm not signing something to say that I'm with you because I don't know if I'm totally with you or not. I'm not signing something saying that I'm with some political leader. I'm not doing it. I don't care how much I have to do it. I don't care how many people want me to do it. I don't care how many people don't want me to do it. I'm not doing it. At some point, what? We're trying to read my Facebook, folks. We got Facebook. We got iVlog. We have YouTube. We have whatever this other network is that's totally stupid, and I'm canceling the subscription. As we speak, I've typed in to cancel the subscription. I'd rather have Facebook and YouTube do my stuff than this production here. Yes, we can. Yeah, they're okay. Yes, come on, be a guest. They're talking about guests. Yes, love to have a guest. Love to have somebody sitting across from me. Yes, love to do this stuff. Is it happening? Probably not. 2020 and nothing's happened. I got a whole list of stuff. Laser guns, spaceships here. Look at this, spaceships. All of that stuff, and nothing's happening. Nothing. Nothing is doing any of what it's supposed to. It's just absolutely monstrous and stupid that it's there. Absolutely, positively annoying. I have no idea why anyone would want to do any of this stuff. I just don't. I have no idea. But that's the way people want it. That's the way people want to continue to be, and that's the way they're going to be. If you have trouble calling in, folks, just press number 1. Number 1 will get you on the thing. Number 1 is the number you hit if you're calling in and you want to be a part of the program today. Number 1 is the number you're supposed to press. A lot of people are going to complain they can't get through, they can't do this. Guess what? It's a long wait, buddy. I'm the only one on the phone. Okay? Long wait. No, it's not a long wait. Probably going to be a very short wait. Probably going to be seconds when you call in to the time you get on there. Seconds. Okay, seconds on there before you do it. Now, I don't know what all this confusion is. I don't know what everybody's doing. I don't know how everybody's all confused and disgusted by stuff. I don't know why. Do not know. Absolutely don't know. Who else is in the chat room? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the chat room. How's everybody doing? Again, if you're listening to my voice somewhere, instead of watching the program on Facebook or iVlog, I talk to my Facebook people. I talk to my iVlog people. I talk to them. I'm very sociable with them. I got your comments, folks. I see your comments. They're sending me comments in my messenger about this and that. I see them. I read them. Good for you. A very good quote or comments or dialogue, more or less, about how things are going. Very good dialogue. But today's show is about not being a scumbag. Why the caller called in the first place and started yelling and screaming at me like a banshee, like he had no brain. These people are mentally, probably physically, deprived of mental faculties to let themselves in this world professionally, and probably physically as well. Mentally and physically deprived of going through life normally. That's the way it is. I don't understand it. I don't know why. I don't know why these people can't improve themselves and get themselves in order and get things corrected. But I guess maybe it's the health insurance. Nobody has health insurance. You can't see a psychiatrist. You can't see a counselor. You can't see a regular doctor to get the physical stuff done. Probably can't see a therapist for if your life depended on it that meant something to you. Maybe that should be the topic. How many therapists out there have meant something to you? Sit there in a chair and tell them a bunch of stuff, and they tell you to come back next week. Come back next month. I'll listen to it again, buddy. Got no answers for you. None whatsoever. How I feel about Area 51. This is not a paranormal broadcast anymore, folks. But if you want to know how I feel about it, I believe it exists. There. How's that? The new year, new me, new show. My paranormal show went for, God, we were on there for 12 years and disbanded it, come up with this show. My friend wanted to do a show, and they haven't even shown up. So I'm doing it all alone again, like I normally do. Alone. Somebody's got to find me a wife. Somebody's got to find me a family. Somebody's got to find me something to do in life, because this is getting boring. It's getting pointless, sitting here all alone doing this stuff. I invited some people over, and they don't want to do it. Or we invite them over, and they don't know what's going on, and they look like a fool, and they make me look like a fool. And then I do find somebody that knows what they're doing, and life happens, and they can't come back. But she's getting stuff together, and she's still a good friend of mine, and she's still a good friend on Facebook. She's still a good friend of on YouTube, so it doesn't really matter. I can survive. There's no general topic. The guy called in and made fun of me, folks, and I went off on him. That's the topic. Got it up Facebook. I'm on iVlog. What more does people want? What do people want to do? Do we have anybody on the phone? The phone just lit up. Hello? Nobody's there. See, nobody's on the phone. The phone lights up and nobody's there. Again, these problems. What kind of phone service do I have? I pay for the phone service every month to what? Have nobody on the other end? Unbelievable. Unfrickin' real. Just unreal. Folks, I got to go to a break. What's going to happen, if you're listening to me on Facebook, if you're listening to me on iVlog TV, you just sit there and listen to me complain a little bit longer. That's all. If you are listening to this on YouTube, you may hear some of the ads. YouTube is not allowing ads. They're not allowing me to play music. They're not allowing me to do anything. Our Daily Motion account is trying to get better at it. So I'm going to go on a little break here. We'll be right back. And we're back. We're back from the break. In the break, I talked to some of the Facebook people. Talked to one iVlog TV listener. But yeah, this is real nice. How's everybody's Christmas shopping? Did anybody have debt in their credit card like I do now? Does everybody have extreme amounts of debt? Does everybody not know how they're going to pay the bill? Because the post office and the CVS and the Walgreens and the Walmart and the Target and the Price Chopper and the Wegmans and the PNC Foods and the ShopRite don't want to have their money orders machines working. So I do everything through my bank now because the old-fashioned money order doesn't work. And you know what happens? They don't get it on time. How does the bank not send something if it's instant into the bank? That's an issue. 2020. It's 2020, folks, and you can't get something instantly done? Come on. I can get a taco faster at Taco Bell. I can get McDonald's Big Mac meal. If I ordered 10 Big Mac meals, I'd get them faster than these people get my credit card bill. Seriously. It's that bad. Absolutely, disgustingly that bad. And I don't know what's going on with my mixer here. I honestly don't know what's going on with my mixer. I raised the volume up like 3-4 times. I just got it, and it's not doing anything for anybody. So I don't know what's going on with that. I probably don't even know what's going on with it. I don't really want to know what's going on with it. But if I find out what's going on with it, it'll probably be a lot worse than if I didn't find out what's going on with it. That's how it goes sometimes. So you see, there's my dilemma. You see, there's the dilemma. The dilemma that we all have to sit here and feel. The dilemma that we all have to sit here and do. And I think today's show is going to be called Complaining because I'm not getting any callers. 607-238-3816 is the phone number if you want to be live on the program. And if the phone doesn't work, then that's not my problem. Absolutely not my problem. Get the phone to work. Do it right. That's the way it is. I don't understand how you can't have the phone working right. I need somebody to sit here and be my tech person. I do. I need somebody to sit here and be a tech specialist or something to get the things better. But it's 2020, so if anything else isn't going right, then why should this be going right? I really think that things that don't want to be right and don't want to have things right and don't want to focus on being right kind of will be right. In the end, we all know that will be structured unbelievably. The 5G is coming out, folks. Don't wait till your brain starts humming because of the high frequencies in it. That's another thing, folks. 5G in 2020. We were promised that the day after I graduated high school, 20 years ago. 20 years, and nothing's changed since the day out of high school. Do we have a caller again? No caller. No caller at all. See, nobody's on the phone. Unbelievable. The phone lights up and nobody's on it. I just don't get it. Why is the phone lighting up if nobody's on the phone? Somebody should be on that phone. Somebody should be on the other end of this phone. So that means either there's somebody on the other end of the phone and they're waiting to be on air, or I just hung up on somebody, and that's being rude. So now I'm a rude, whatever you want to call me. or the phone's just not working, and we'll never have callers because it'll never be right. I don't understand. I just don't understand how this stuff is supposed to work. Nothing's good in the news. So what's going on with you folks out there? There is the elections are just something I'm not talking about. Absolutely not talking about it. Facebook's new rules, YouTube's new rules, folks. As I said before the break, no advertising, no music, no content that's not my own. So I'm going to have permissions on everything I do now. Why? Because they want it that way. Somebody probably screwed up. Somewhere, somebody screwed up. Somewhere, somebody made a mistake. Somewhere, somebody did something stupid. And now we're paying for it. We, the nice guy, trying to make our program, trying to do something right, is going to pay for what somebody did stupid. You understand? That's how it works. That's how it is. There's nothing I can do about it. Nothing anybody can do about it. YouTube has its rules. So I have to edit the program. I have to make sure that if I'm recording, like I am, record every show, I have to make sure ads aren't played. I have to make sure they're played right. My own ads, I do. So a lot of the ads you'll hear are my own. They're not somebody else's. Let's see. Angela Teresa's got an ad up there, or will have. The ad for my shows on there. The ad to be have the National Indian College Fund is going to be up there. Another person wants an ad up there. They're all free for right now, till I can get people to give me some money for these things. But most of the ads I put up there are ads that I believe in, things that I believe in, things that I actually want to see going on, not some yuppie up there that doesn't know what they're doing. And if you own a business or you have something to say, let me know, and I'll get you up there on the ads. Because it's a great way to get yourself known. It's a great way, even on the phones, when you call in, you will hear the ads. You'll also hear music on there because, of course, I can stick music on the phone. But it's better that way. It's better to have the cycle that we're doing that way. Again, the phone's lighting up. I'm not even going to answer it because nobody's there. So please tell me how this phone system's supposed to work. Can somebody write to me on an email, cwlawrence01 at gmail.com. That's CWLAWRENCE01 at gmail.com, and tell me how to work my phone. Because the phone operator left. Remember when the phone operator left, folks? Remember there was a big discrepancy on that my dumb phone operator? Well, good, they left. The studio in my home was the studio was moved into the home. The home studio is a wreck. It has been a wreck for a while, and we're trying to fix it. But guess what? I'm still here. I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm still doing what anybody wants to do. 607-238-3816 is the number to call. Yes, people will recognize it from my paranormal shows that I did. Yes, people will recognize it from the other show that I helped a friend with. Yes, because the number is used for multiple things. The choice to put the button to push is number 1. Choose the number 1. Okay, that is the button to choose. I'm telling you what to choose. I'm telling you what to do. Your job is to do it. Do it right and get it done. But nobody's doing it. Nobody at all is sitting here calling into this program. Maybe it's so dull, so agonizingly depressive that you people can't call in. I'm depressing you. I'm making you have to take more medication than you're probably already on with the topics that I have on this program. I don't know. And I know that somebody's going to write to me and complain about me complaining about them being on medication. Because that happened before when I mentioned medication. Somebody wrote to me an email and said that I was a total idiot for doing it. Well, that's tough. Stop acting like you need medication. A lot of people act like they need medication. Maybe they don't need medication, but they act like it. Like the person that called in earlier and pissed me off. That's it. They pissed me off. That's the word for it, is pissed off. They pissed me off. Then I went on a tirading rant about how they pissed me off. And then my Facebook viewers come up. And then my iVlog TV viewers come up. And you have to listen to the end of the tirading rant. The first half of the program, the first call block center we got, the only caller, the only of 3 callers we had, mostly for the news, all of them were depressive today. All of them were disgusting. All of them made me want to vomit in my own mouth. Now, I can't vomit on anything else around here because it's all a bunch of electronics and I'll ruin it. But why do I have to vomit in my own mouth? I don't know. And what am I going to do with it? Swallow it? That's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, I know it's disgusting. But that's what you want to hear. That's what you want to see. That's what entices you to come to my program, is for you to wait till I vomit because somebody does something so stupid I can't take it anymore. Is that right? Is that it? Is that the problem we're having? Yes, it is. That is definitely the problem we're having. I don't know why we're having this problem. I don't know why we're having this discussion. I don't know why we're going through with it, but we are. Anyways, every time I go for this phone, nobody's answering. Nobody's on the other end of it. Nobody is on the other end of anything. So let's try it again. Caller, are you there?
Hi, how are you?
We're doing quite well, thank you. How are you today?
I'm good. That's good to hear. So what is your show about?
Our show is about everything and anything. What's on your mind tonight?
Can I get a psychic reading?
We're not doing psychic readings tonight. I don't know when our psychic will be back. Very much like to have her back on the program, but she is a very busy person. So when she is on, we normally post on Facebook. We post in different media sources when she'll be back on. So you're free to call back then when she's on the program. Okay, that's kind of not appropriate. But just so everybody knows, we're always looking for guests. Our, if you will, resident psychic. She comes on maybe every 2-3 months to do psychic readings and to talk with people. But if you are anything, talent or a musician, or maybe you're a psychic, maybe you're somebody with something needed to be said, maybe you have something special going on and you want to be a guest on our program, you can always write to me, cwlawrence01@gmail.com, and we'll have you come on. So, but she's very busy. She hasn't been on a little while because of her busy schedule. And so, with that being said, I'm going to go back to the phones. And hey, look at it, it's Joe is calling. Our good friend Joe, how are you?
I'm doing great. I just finished sipping on a little lemon lip tea on Mount Desert Island in Acadia National Park in Maine, the state of Maine.
You're up in Maine right now.
Right, up in Maine right now.
Well, when are you getting back down here?
Oh, probably by next Monday or so.
And we know you travel. What are you doing up in Maine? What made you go up there in the first place?
Oh, I wanted to see what it looked like in the wintertime. I wanted to show it to my girlfriend. I've been here before. I knew it was beautiful. I wanted her to see it.
Well, thanks for checking in on us. Let us know tomorrow, next time what you're doing.
Yeah, we will. We will.
That was our good friend Joe, and he is up in Maine. Everybody knows what a moose is. He hasn't seen a moose yet. Hopefully he'll see a moose up there. He's going up there with his good friend. He calls his girlfriend. I guess he left at the end of December there for New Year's and whatnot for a nice little trip up there. He checks in with us once in a while. If you want more information about where he is going, let me know. Send me an email, Some of you like to travel as well. We'll have him back on the program. We try to get him on the program about maybe every 4 months, 3 months. Last time he came on, it was 3 months between shows. So we're going to aim for another time. And he talked about his trip to the Adirondacks, which I actually accompanied him one time with a trip to the Adirondacks. It was a great trip, and he is a good avid traveler. He also skis. He is up in his 70s, so he's doing quite well for being an older gentleman and traveling. And let's see if we have any more callers. We do. Caller, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Harley riding, and would be to get like a used one, a smaller one, because I love how it vibrates my testicles.
Oh, that's very nice. Very, very nice of you to call in and let everybody know that. I have no idea why you called on a national program, a national podcast. You can be listened to from all over the world, and you're going to tell people why you like to ride a motorcycle. It is a very perverted, inappropriate reason for riding a motorcycle. Now, I don't know. Maybe this is something that motorcycle riders like. I don't know. I don't ride motorcycles. Personally, I think it's dangerous to ride motorcycles. Personally, we know, our family knows, somebody who tragically passed away in a bad motorcycle accident. And ever since then, I've never wanted to ride a motorcycle. So I don't know a thing about motorcycles, but thanks for calling in. Maybe somebody out there can call in and let us know how much a motorcycle is, and you can get your question answered. Let's go again to the phones.
Calling from Pickering?
You're calling from Pickering in southern Ontario, Canada. Well, welcome to the program. What's on your mind?
Can you like strip naked and dance around?
No, I'm not going to strip naked. No, I'm not going to dance around. You called on the program. You waited a little bit. You've had a little bit of wait time on the phone to get to me, to ask me if I would strip naked. We know where our callers are coming from, their mentality, their mental state, maybe even their physical state. We're not sure if either one is at 100%. We got one more phone call. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Caller, you're on the air. Caller is not on the air. Nobody's here on the phone. Hello again. Let's try it again. Hello. Okay. No, nothing's working. Good. Good. Anyways, let's continue where we left off on stuff. Earlier, the callers were rude. They were disgusting. So we're trying to get that figured out here. And obviously, I just tried it, and obviously, something's not happening because it's not working correctly. Okay, so if you're in the Facebook, if you're in the iVlog TV, our phone number is 607-238-3816. I can see you. I can see your comments. And if you're listening to me right now, when we do the program live, we have an iVlog TV room, we have a Facebook room, and we have a YouTube room. I can see your comments. I can see what you're saying. Now, if I don't reply to you, or you don't necessarily get a reply quick, it's because I'm focused on what I'm doing here. But I can see you. On the advertisements is when I check everything all at once. When we go to the advertisements is when I make sure all the comments are said. I will be talking, if you're listening to me here and you've never seen the program live, on the Facebook and the iVlog TV and the YouTube, when we go on to break, of course, you'll be here. If you listen to this again in the archives, you'll hear advertisements. Maybe you won't. We might have to take them out. YouTube's not being very happy with us, but we got to do what they say anyways. So that's when, in between, when we talk, and I can talk to you and be more interactive with you. Okay, let's try this again. The call is there. Caller, are you there? Hello.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Well,
I got you.
welcome to the show. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New Jersey.
New Jersey. What's the weather like in New Jersey?
Cold, you know.
All right. So what's on your mind today?
Well, you got, there's something was going on at the Mummers Parade in Philadelphia.
The Mummers Parade in
Okay.
Philadelphia. Yes, I remember that as a kid. They came here for many times during the parade.
Okay, what it is that the mayor there in Philly, okay, somebody put black makeup on their faces this year, and the mayor's calling them they're racist. They couldn't march in the parade.
They're calling them racist because they put black makeup on their face.
Yes.
That's absolutely insane.
But
Here's
there's one thing though.
Here's the
There's one
question:
thing,
Are they imitating something? Are they making fun of something? Are they doing something to be disgusting? Or are they just painting black makeup on?
This one guy just done his face black because he had a black friend that passed away and he put black makeup on his face.
Okay, I don't see anything wrong with that. Put black makeup on your face. So
Well, it is, to me, that mayor is colorblind because the black people ain't black. They're brown, ain't they?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't get into.
Yeah, everybody's calling all these black people black. No, they're not black. They're brown.
Well, here's the thing. If you get into the social network and the biological of all this stuff, and you get into why people don't want face painting and they don't want people in the parade and they don't want these things going on, one, they're afraid of somebody saying something about it. Two, they want something done correctly. They want something done better. They want something done their way, so they're going to have it their way. And secondly, if somebody is imitating somebody else, depends on if they're doing it good or bad. Some people don't like it. Now, if nobody in the African American community, no one in the regular American community, no one in the Asian community, no one in the Italian community, Irish community, how many other communities they are besides African American? Because here we have 16 different communities. If nobody's complaining about it, why is he the only one making a big deal about it?
Politics and all, just like everybody's putting down Donald Trump.
Well, everybody's putting down Donald Trump because right now he's doing some weird shit. But I voted for him.
I voted for him.
If you listen to what Donald Trump has done for us, and you paid attention to some of the things that were done, that, by the way, Obama, Bush, and Reagan, all the way back to Carter administration, has not done, then people realize some of this stuff is getting done. One, we've not been in a war. Two, people have better the job market, which I don't think is anything. Every president of the United States has done something for the job market. They've screwed the job market up, and they've tried to fix it the next time. So whatever he does now, whoever's coming into office, we should be voting on if they can fix mistakes, not if they can do something.
Mm-hmm. And there's another thing that you mentioned, Obama, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know you read the history books or anything like that, okay? Lincoln was the first black president.
Okay. So what you're talking about, the plantation owner guy, and you're talking before Washington, and you're talking the actual title of President of the United States, or minister, a ruler, somebody that was in charge of the United States at that time, correct?
Yeah, a long time ago, Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was black. Because he was raised up with a black man, and his mom was white.
Well, I don't know about Abraham Lincoln doing that. I know he was a lawyer. I don't know
Yes,
if he was a good
yes.
lawyer or not. But
What it is that he said, I read a history book. Somebody told me this story. I had to look it up. I looked it up, and he was actually black.
well,
That's
do you
right.
realize all the
That's right.
stories that you hear? Basically, the winners have wrote history. You think the Civil War would have been written better if the South won?
I'm not sure.
The winners
But I
of
was
the
just
wars
going
write the
Abraham
history.
Lincoln. I was going Abraham Lincoln because somebody told me that he used to be a wrestler back in the day.
Abraham Lincoln boxed. Abraham Lincoln also was a good lawyer. He also played some other sports. He also had a severe reading problem or something to do with his intellectual thinking. I remember in school they talked a lot about him if you failed. I remember also during his election, a lot of things were different. And a lot of things with his election would not have gone by today. A lot of their elections then, he would be considered to be a severe Republican and probably very conservative.
Yeah.
A lot of other things that we have today we didn't have back then. So comparing presidents from now to then, and this impeachment stuff, why don't people go and read about Madison's impeachment? Oh, wait, nobody knows about Madison? Well, Madison was a president who was impeached. I think we've had 4 presidents who were impeached. Impeachment is either trial or charges. You can impeach anybody. In fact, it's a legal term for saying somebody did something wrong and you don't like it, and let's have a hearing about it. That's basically what it is. It's not kicking out the president.
Right?
Clinton was impeached. Is
You know
he
what?
gone? No, he's never gone.
You know what I think about the impeachment about Donald Trump? All right. Look at the presidents that we had before Donald Trump. Was it Clinton was president, and all of a sudden Hillary got mixed up with Russia? You know, who screwed them and all? Do you think Hillary done that stuff? I think so.
Well, do you realize Hillary won the election? The popular vote said Hillary won. Plain and simple. I'll sit down, I'll shut up. America wanted Hillary Clinton. Some other program that they made, make sure nothing gets screwed up, decides the president. Well, in that case, why vote? Why don't we just let the populace vote, or whatever it's called, decide who we are? Decide who we have as our leader.
What it is that the House should never vote. It should be the people here in the United States vote for him, not those people in the House.
Well, the House of Representatives has to vote for the impeachment. Congress has to vote. The House of Representatives vote. The Senate votes. Everybody has to come together. The papers that Pelosi has to be done on time. There's a whole bunch of things that have gone wrong with this thing that would have never gone wrong with anybody else. Okay?
Yeah, but I think Donald Trump is doing a good job.
Okay. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking.
Thank you for being there and saying that he's doing a good job. I appreciate you supporting me and voting for Trump. But those other things you were talking about have a lot of factors to them. He was talking about the Mummers Parade. I remember the Mummers Parade when I was a kid. They came up here for several parades. We went down to Philadelphia and saw the big Mummers celebration. Painting your face black and red is not hateful to me. If that's part of their costume. If they're making fun of somebody, now we have an issue. Well, folks, the number is 607-238-3816. The caller was on here. Thank you for calling from New Jersey. I guess the phone works, so that means every other time I picked it up and pushed a button, that means nobody was on the other end. They hung up. I don't know how long the wait time is. I set the wait time to have ads and advertisements so you're not bored when you're waiting on the call. I can mention my good friend Angela Teresa. She does tarot reading and psychic reading. I'm going to get better information for her maybe somebody can pass me up some information so I can say about her, but her ad's on there. It should be. There's some other ads on there. All the ads that are on there are okay. Remember, YouTube doesn't want this stuff. YouTube doesn't care about us anymore, it would seem. But it's the only platform I can be on. I can be on Daily Motion. But who the heck goes to Daily Motion? What is Daily Motion? Nobody knows what Daily Motion is. So, all right, somebody's saying they can't hear us in the iVlog TV chat room. Somebody's making fun of me over there again. And then my Facebook is okay. Some people are asking me questions about stuff. I'm answering them the best I can. If you're listening to me, again, if you listen to me on Facebook and iVlog TV and YouTube Live, the program runs a little bit different. You see what happens here. You see what goes on. You're seeing everything that's happening. Maybe you're listening to me in archives. Join me on Facebook. Join me on iVlog TV. My email is cwlawrence001@gmail.com. That's cwlawrence01@gmail.com. Let me know what you want. Let me know what you think. If you want to be a guest on the program, write to me. We can talk about it. Folks, we're going to go on another break. We'll be right back right after this. Coming back, looking at iVlog TV and looking at Facebook with all the messages in there. If you're having problems calling in for some reason, 607-238-3816. You press number 1. It'll bring you right to the show. It'll bring you right to us. I'm right here. Right by the phone. All I got to do is press the button. Actually open it up. We have the little cell phone today because the bigger phone wasn't working right. So I passed it to the other phone, and it's just a button press. Just a button. All I got to do is push a button. And you're on. Not that hard. Coming out of a break, CW Lawrence, CWLAWRENCE01@gmail.com is my email. So, welcome back. The caller was talking about the Mummers, which is a very good group. I didn't even know they were still around. He was talking about some other things that was going on that's a little odd. Got into the impeachment of the president, which is absolutely nuts. But thank you, caller. I wish more callers were like him, with topics that I could talk about. You heard a lot of mumble-jumble. You heard a lot of people, a lot of talking, a lot of callers that are disgusting and immoral, and then we get a good caller. It's always nice to have them. Some of these callers screaming at the phone, as you heard earlier, or as we know about earlier. Sometimes on a break, when I go on breaks here, we'll answer the phone, and we can wean them out. But sometimes when we can't wean them out, and I don't like answering the phone and telling you to stay on hold, and then going there. I like just having somebody on. They're here. We're talking. Everything's fine. That's the way I like to do it. I don't like to play around. I like to just do it. So, if you want to speak to me about a topic on your mind, since nobody seems to have a topic today, other than impeachment, what about the holidays? What about, again, I'll say it, too much money on that credit card? What did you get for people for gifts? Got my daughter the game system she wanted. I didn't get my ex-wife anything. Absolutely not. Did not get her a thing. Did not get my other friend a thing. I wish I got stuff for some other people, but, when the money's tight and Christmas is here, next year, I might go around, take pictures this year of people that still have their lights up, or snowmen that are still in the yard. Actually, they're probably all melted because we've gotten a warm streak here. But when it starts snowing again, taking pictures, maybe of a dump truck, or a snowplow, or, somebody stuck in the snow shoveling themselves out, and put it on a Christmas card and send it out to everybody. Get massive numbers of addresses from people on Facebook and everywhere else, and send every single person a Christmas card. How much is it? Like 50 cents, 25 cents for a stamp now? 10 cents? 15 cents? Who knows? Maybe the post office doesn't even have stamps anymore. Maybe you just sign it with your initials in the corner, and that's the way it's done. I don't even know how an envelope's sent out anymore, because everything's done with email and all this other stuff. I don't think I've written a letter in like 4 years. And the last time I wrote a letter was to a relative that actually cared that I was in existence. Now they just send me stuff in my email because they found email or found text or something. 2020, folks. It's 2020, and we're still using email. We're still using records. We're still using tapes. We're still using this stuff. They're starting to come back. 8 tracks are starting to come back. Records are starting to come back. We have not advanced at all in 20 years. From the time I was in high school with all these gorgeous, wonderful robots, wonderful flying cars, wonderful teleportation devices, wonderful see each other in the living room. Well, that's happening now. We can see each other, talk to each other on our phone. But it's not like it was when I was in high school. When I was in high school, we had a big, big deal about this stuff. And now it's 2020, and none of it's here. None of it. Absolutely nothing is here. I think of 2 flying cars in my whole life I've known about, and each one did not get off the ground or have a propulsion system that could fly them faster than 100 miles per hour to get off the ground. One of them actually flew, but you have to go to an airport, drive up to the airport. You have to spend 3 hours to transform the car into the plane thing that it is, and then take off at an airport and mind all the FAA, FCC, F this, F that, Department of Transportation laws, and then you can fly it. And you're flying the plane part of it, not the car part. So the car is not actually the plane. So there's no flying cars at all. It's either a plane or a car. When I was in school, we had flying cars everywhere. We had robots. We had huge, huge computer systems that sent robots after you. Remember that stuff? Like the Dungeons and Dragons stuff? The game system stuff, the Sega and Nintendo games that they thought were going to come to life, none of it happened. It's 2020, nothing's happening. Nothing is more than when I was in high school. That's all I got. There's still football phones, folks. Still phones that have cords connected to them in the shape of footballs with your favorite football team on it. But we don't got anything else. Folks, the number to call is 607-238-3816. Nobody's calling. If you've tried to call, try to call again. Why not call again? There's always fun times. It's looking at the chat room now. Maybe I can voice this stuff live. Doing something about a radio show. There's something about you couldn't get called in. I don't know what it all is. And iVlog TV again. Hey, I can't hear you. Nice. That's good. You can't hear me. Well, then why is everything working okay if you can't hear me? What's going on that people can't hear my voice? You can't hear me? You can't see me? I don't get it. You can't hear me? You can't see me? Then something is wrong. Because the audience on the Facebook is everything's fine. And checking with my YouTube live audience, they can hear me okay. So it's got to be something with iVlog TV. But we don't have very many people in that room. I have done everything to make all social media chat rooms available for you to speak into. I've made every social media room available for you to see me, hear me, interact with me if you want to via the chat room, as I just mentioned. So I don't know what's going on with them. So why is one people not hearing me and the others are? I don't know. Maybe they're not trying hard enough. I don't know. And I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to solve it. I don't know what to do about it. But that's the way it is. If you want to call, 607-238-3816. We have to go on another quick break. We'll be right back. A reminder to everybody, Facebook is up. Facebook is here. YouTube Live is up and running. Our iVlog TV audience is having some troubles in there, but we're getting that solved. We just got a few things on the break. Emails were read on the break. A lot of your emails, a lot of what you had to say about me, I just found out. So what's going on? What are we going to talk about now that we're halfway through the show? We've gotten to the point where I'm done. We're halfway through the show. Folks, again, the number is, for the remainder of the program, the number is 607-238-3816. I am talking to you. Now, if I don't directly stare at you, for our Facebook audiences who love me to stare at them for some reason, and my YouTube audience who loves it when I interact and jump around here or something, that's what they have to say about it. That's what they've been telling me. Anyways, I really don't like to jump around and do this. I like the microphone in front of me. I like to sit here calmly and talk to you people. It takes a little time for new people to come in. New people will see us. New people will hear us. That's the way it's done. That's how it is managed. That's how it's done every time I come up here. No different. That break was a little longer than most breaks are, and I understand that. I really understand that break was long. Might not be long in the archives, if you're listening to us in the archives, by the way. If you're listening to us in an archived show, a rerun, or anything like that, the breaks tend to be a little long. The breaks tend to have information in them. Either paid for information, paid for advertising that we do. It's not that much. You want some information, give us a call, let us know. Go to my email, CWLAWRENCE01@gmail.com. CWLawrence01@gmail.com. Ask us some information, we'll send it to you. But they have a lot of stuff that were mandatory done. Or maybe a musician or an artist has music they would like us to play. Always there for the independent artist, always there for the independent musician out there. All right, so we're dying off in our show today. We've had a busy time of it. What is everybody's New Year's resolution? I got an email. On the break, as I said earlier, emails came in. What was my New Year's resolution? I didn't make one. I don't care. I'm going to break it anyways. What's the difference? Why make one? So if you can hear me okay, let me know. If you can't hear me okay, let me know. If you think I'm an ugly, you know what, let me know. All right? So we're going to open up the phone lines. 607-238-3816 is the number to call. I've calmed down a little bit from the last time I was up here yelling and screaming, because people like to fool around. Either the phones are not working, and some of the lines are not working. Honestly, broken lines in our phone. Or people are just not speaking. They don't want to speak. They don't want to talk. They don't want to do anything to let me know that they are on that phone. Or they want to scream into the phone and act all crazy and don't want to speak to me. But that's okay too, because I don't care about that. Sometimes I even think it's funny. Someday I'm going to make a YouTube video of all of our callers that are bad. Here, all of our callers that are bad, that are disgusting, that are immature to us, I'm going to make a video of. I seriously am. Seriously, I'm going to do it. Because some of these things are just outrageous. Earlier, the man gargling in the phone. On the break, there was a woman in the phone who was screaming at somebody. Why are you screaming at somebody when you're on hold with me? And then when I come on, you continue to scream at somebody. I do answer the phone during the breaks. If it rings, I try to save all the phones for live right here. I don't have a phone operator. When I do, it's kind of better because then we can wean out stuff. But I don't have one. I don't like one. I like pushing the button. You're live right here on the program with everybody else. So what is everybody doing? I haven't even asked anybody about what they did for New Year's because I've been so hung-go on how New Year's is not a thrill. It's 2020 again. I'm going to go through the rant again and again and again on this program. We have no flying cars. We have no robots. We have no droids or androids. We have no teleporting. We have no visual decks or whatever they wanted to call them at that time. We don't have holograms. We don't have visual systems. We do have phones that we can talk to the person live on, but it has to go through a Facebook, or it has to go through some kind of media outlet. When I was a kid, you could talk to anybody, see anybody on phones right on your walls. You can't really do that. Robots would help you. Robots for everything. We have smart homes. We have smart apartments, but it's not to the capabilities that we were told when we were kids. It's not. Why, I don't know. But it's not. Let's go and see what we're doing here on my end of things. We have, now that I get a chance to look at the screen, my YouTube here. If you're watching me, you have the iVlog here. Over on this side, you have my Facebook right there. I'm actually pointing at the Facebook audience for us, and I'm going to try to read. Been trying to read, unsuccessfully trying to read the comments. It's very hard for me to focus there and talk in the mic and focus on the phone and everything else. I don't have anybody helping me with my show. I used to, but they said they didn't want to do it anymore, and they ran off. Probably because they didn't know what they were doing and didn't do a good job. They did do a good job. Not true. Can't say that, really. They did do a good job. But it's basically my friends, when they want to hang out here, they help me out. So, that's something that this year we're going to try for. We're going to try for a bigger studio. We're going to try to make over the entire show. Bring back what once was. If you guys want to hear about the paranormal topics, you guys want to hear about the fun, exciting stuff, I can do that too. I can do anything on this program. We can have guests. We can have callers. We can have people just rant and rave all they want. We can have it all. And there goes my microphone up and down again. Why my microphone's going up and down, I don't know. I have managed the source, completely managed my source in the microphone here, and it's going up and down. No idea why. No idea whatsoever. But it's been like that. Now it's up again. Now it's lowered again. Now it's almost nothing again. I don't understand what's going on with the microphone either. I never have understood what's going on with my microphone, what's going on with the... I think it's something to do with it going into the computer and into the headphones. I have headphones on. I don't like to use headphones. I don't really like using headphones at all. I think it's muffled. I think everything's in it. But professionally, I guess if I was in a professional radio studio somewhere and I had all the big good stuff and the engineering and all that and the fun people behind the glass, so to speak, somebody would say stuff into my ear when breaks are coming up. I could hear them tell me if stuff is wrong or what's going on, or a news story or a reminder, but I don't. So the headphones go on, and when they go on, I don't do such a good job because I can't hear myself speaking. It sounds all muffled. Some people are saying, yes, hello everybody. Yes, trying to catch up with it, like I said. So as I talk, I try to read, and I don't catch everything. iVlog TV audience is very few people in there. About 7 people in the iVlog TV room. There is approximately 9 people or so in the YouTube. And the Facebook is touch and go. I can't really tell who's there, how many people are not there. I don't know how to read it that well. Never did. I just learned recently how to do the YouTube room, but the YouTube goes in and out. The iVlog TV, anybody can come in and go when they please. Facebook, they can come and go when they please, but they tend to stay long periods of time and listen to the entire show. So again, the number, folks, 607-238-3816. The email, cwlawrence01@gmail.com. We're going to go on another quick break here. When we come back, we'll open all the phone lines. Every single one we got, we'll open it up. And we will take your calls, or try to. Let's see if things go over really well or something. Something's going on with the phones. We're not sure what it is. It's either the caller or the phones, or maybe some of the lines aren't working. But anyway, let's do this break, get it out of the way. We'll be right back. During the break, folks, you can hear commercials. You can hear anything that we're playing. YouTube does allow us to do it because we do our own. Some of the archive shows, if you're listening to this on YouTube, in our archive shows, in our rerun, our videos on YouTube, or the other sources that we have them on. Tell me about Daily Motion or Vimeo or any of those others, because we're looking for another platform to go onto as well as YouTube. YouTube's our number one, folks, here. So welcome back. I'm here. We're just mumbling and jumbling to our Facebook and our iVlog TV audience. Without this audience, well, I'll do the show anyways. I could care less if there's an audience. Well, I do care, because who am I talking to? But I meant a social media type audience. So what's on everybody's mind? iVlog TV is down to 4 people. Facebook is up to 5 or 6 people now, in and out of iVlog TV. Now it's down to 3. It keeps fluctuating as they come in and they go. They come in and they go. They want to come in. They want to leave. My microphone is going in and out. And I don't really know what's making my microphone go in and out from high and low. It's not the mixer. It's not our equipment. So I'm not sure what's doing it. And I realize it's being done. So I guess Iranian government is in the news. This impeachment thing, which I don't want to talk about. People have mentioned it in our social media rooms here. I don't want to talk about that stuff. I could care less. I said it at the beginning of the program, and I meant it. I don't want to discuss that stuff. I could care less. And by the way, folks, everybody knows I supported. I did support the president. I supported him, but recently I saw an ad on YouTube. I saw some other things on some news sites that I was going through to get some stuff on the program. And all of a sudden, I see he wants us to sign something or get our votes for him in. That's not right. I didn't sign it. I'm not going to partake in that. Not going to participate. I don't know who's running. I've been ignoring the news ever since this impeachment thing has started. I think it's a one-sided social dilemma that the Democrats have. I don't really know what to call it. A stupid political war is going on, and both sides are at each other. And that's my opinion of it. Plain and simple, my opinion of it. Everybody wanted to know my opinion of it. That's my opinion. Going into 2020, we should have that stuff stopped. We shouldn't be worrying about that. We shouldn't be focused on that. And we are. And again, I'm going to say it throughout the show. No flying cars, no cyborgs, no droids, no robots, no teleporting, no time travel. no any of this stuff that I had when I was a kid when they said 2020. None of it. Not one of it. It's just like when I was in high school, just like when I got out of high school. It's all the same. The only thing different is our internet speeds, which obviously that's going to grow, just like television grew to different sources. Okay? That stuff is naturally happening, naturally involved in it. Natural processes, if you will. Natural things processing themselves correctly. It's going to happen. It's going to be there. It's going to be doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's a natural thing that they do. Natural things happen. Natural processes, folks. That's all that's happened in 2020. We have some links being shown in our iVlog TV. I ask that we don't click on links, that we don't go up there, folks. I don't support that kind of stuff. I'm going to say it live on the program here so everybody knows that our chat rooms, if you come into our chat rooms and you're live through one of our programs, then we try to do it safely. We try to get everybody involved, and we respect one another, and it's a great time. What is certain things here? People are waving at me. I'm going to try to wave. Look at me waving at the people in Facebook. I'm going to wave at the people in iVlog. I'm going to wave over here at the YouTube. Let's just wave at everybody, anybody who wants to see me waving. How can somebody see me waving if this is a podcast? I don't... Okay. I'm not in the mood to wave at people today, but I'm going to wave to them because I know these people personally. A lot of the people who come into our Facebook are people that I know personally. Are people that should be right here with me right now, enjoying doing this show with me, and they're not. Hint, hint to everybody on the Facebook. Everybody that's able to come here and do this show live with me should be sitting here and enjoying the show, watching me doing it live, right here with me. I'll even buy the pizza and the wings for everybody to have a big, huge, fun time. I don't get it. But anyways, so people are asking what happened to the rest of the shows. YouTube has new policies. We had to take some of the stuff down. The iVlog TV audience will notice that some things have been taken down because of iVlog TV's new. Everybody has new rules. We're trying to follow the new rules and get our media and our regular stuff out there. All of the stuff that I do on YouTube, that I do on the social media, that I do on the whatever we do, either live programming, archived programming, regular just everyday stuff that I have on the YouTube. We're trying to follow their guidelines. And when you don't follow their guidelines and you don't do what they want you to do, then it becomes a serious overall hassle. A serious overall hassle as I cough through my sentence. Overall hassle. And the reason it becomes a hassle is because most of the time when we have hassles and we have to go through this stuff, then it's a hassle getting this stuff done. And the hassle comes also with these people having new rules. But like I said, I've said it many a times. Said it many, many, many times. These rules are because some idiot, some fool, some stupid moron, some over-jealous, whatever you want to call them, language I can't use maybe, because these people want to do crazy, outrageous, immoral behavior. That's why we have these rules. That's why they have set goals to enforce stuff on us. Because somebody else ruined it for us. Like songs, I can only play independent artists and musicians. I can't play anything, and even then I need permission to do that. Well, if they come on this show and I played their stuff, then I got their permission. And I promote them. Sometimes we'll have an interview, they'll become a guest on the program. Any of my guests, airing somebody else now is a huge thing on the YouTube. Daily Motion even has some rules about that. Airing another person in your videos without their permission is huge now. Privacy stuff. You'll notice on my YouTube I have some fire calls, fire department stuff. We have some train stuff. We have some videos that I've made personally on my show. But I have public, rights, permissions, granted authority. I'm trying to think of words to use here that somebody would understand if they're professional, if they're high-ranking, or if they're just average, right off the street people, to understand why YouTube and what it's doing to us people that have stuff up there. And they realize that it's becoming a bother to some of the people that put their work up there. But it's also a bother for people to steal work and randomly make videos of people that don't want to be on there, of people fighting, people in stores running around acting crazy. But some of these things are funny. Some of these things are humorous and comical. But it also has some dilemmas to it, if you will. But anyways, that's the answer to that iVlog TV question of why some of my stuff was taken down. I have some fans that have been paying attention to some of the stuff. That's why. I wanted to follow the rules of YouTube. Instead of remaking it and editing it and fooling around with it and taking out all bits and pieces of stuff. So now when I do stuff, I have permissions. I focus on, it is my work. It is my show. Whatever I have on my show goes up there. It did before. But they said that the guidelines were not followed. So I read the guidelines. Every single one of them I read. I don't understand half of them. I don't care about others. Unreal for some stuff, but that's for other people that have other sources of media and do other things. So I made sure that they're good. I made sure that it was well. I made sure that it's okay. So everything has been corrected, or I just took some stuff down, old stuff. But I'm returning them back up there because I do have permission to air the stuff, obviously. So that answers your question. Is there any other questions for the iVlog TV room, seeing as that a few people are making fun of me? But I don't care if you make fun of me. I've been made fun of all my life, and I don't care. Earlier today, what really pissed me off is somebody called in and called me a scumbag. That's what started the whole big bickering and arguing part of the program earlier. But that's okay, because that's going to happen. Took a long break. During a long break, I did some stuff and refocused my thoughts. Looks like we're coming up to another break. I don't want to take a break. I don't want to take the break. I'll take a longer one in a minute. I want to continue talking about this. This is an absolutely wonderful topic of how people, artists and media, artists as in people that make videos, musicians, people in the performing arts department, make videos, and then YouTube wants to tell them what to do. But, like I said, there's rules that have to be followed. Okay? Some people are just stupid, and they don't understand, and they don't want to understand, and they don't want to do what they have to do. They don't want to do what it takes to be successful. And therefore, it makes it hard on some of us others, because then we have rules that we have to follow because somebody up really screwed up. Somebody really messed up. Why the microphone's going up and down now again. But anyways, messed up. The levels of my mic are now fluctuating. Anyways, messed up stuff out there. It's I'm rambling now, probably. But, like I said, it's being taken care of. I want my show to become successful. If you're listening to this in an archive, again, our live programs, we have live programs where you can join us in chat rooms, iVlog, YouTube Live, Facebook, Daily Motion, I think, has something we're trying to look into. The website was taken down. Payment on it was not made. The company did not do what I expected them to do. I don't need a website right now. So we're working on those things. And it looks like I'm going to have to take this break. And in the break, I don't know what's going to be playing for the break, but something will be playing. And you, the Facebook and iVlog TV audience and YouTube audience, doesn't have to hear the advertisements that we play. You don't have to hear them. They might be played in archives. They might not be. We don't know. We don't know what we're doing with that. People have complained numerous times saying, hey, I want to listen to a show on a later date in the archives up on your YouTube channel, and I hear advertisements. If I wanted to hear ads, I would go to your show live. Well, during our live show, for the sake of our audience participants, we don't have the commercials. So, to get you the same experience, we might be taking them out. Then again, people pay in some areas for those. Some areas we're asked nicely to play them. If we play somebody's music, a musician's music, or an artist's songs, then we have a reliable source for them to get their work out. And that's why it's done that way. So let's take this break, and we will be right back. Coming off the break, folks, coming off the break, talking to my Facebook audience, wonderful people here, absolutely wonderful people on Facebook. If you want to get in touch with me on Facebook, just type in my name. Send me a friend invite. We want to hear from you. So coming off the break, we were talking about the phone 607-238-3816. Our email is cwlawrence01@gmail.com. cwlawrence01@gmail.com. That is my personal email. I read it every day. I try to anyways. So if you have any comments, or you want to be a guest on the program, or you want to have, if you're a musician and an artist and you want to have your music played, or maybe you have a business, a small business, and you'd like to have some advertising, or us to speak about your business and get the word out about you, or maybe you just have something you want to say, or maybe you have a complaint about the show. Who knows? Maybe some people don't like the show and they want to complain to me about it. I don't know. But right now our live call-in number is 607-238-3816. We haven't had any callers at all since I fixed the phone here. I took the time to get the phone. I fixed it. I found out that the phone is working. So when people do call in and we don't hear anyone, that's them not speaking. So we made sure the phone works. We've made sure that all the processes are complete. So, going into the iVlog TV chat room here, they're telling us they're not hearing any sound. Well, it's working because my Facebook audience and the YouTube audience is not having any problems. I don't know what's the matter with our iVlog TV audience tonight. A lot of complaints, a lot of silliness, a lot of weird comments being said to me there. YouTube is just as it is always. Either there's somebody there or they're not, in and out. And my wonderful Facebook audience over here. Now, I like my Facebook audience a little bit better because I have personal friends that I've known for a long time coming and listening to my program. I wish that some of them would let me say their names, but I'm not going to name them over the air live. During the break, I do talk to them. And that's what I do during the break. If you're hearing music or ads, I am talking to the Facebook people live, like I'm talking to you right now live. I am talking to them as the break process happens. You guys hear other stuff. Maybe there's nothing at all heard. Depending on YouTube's new rules, we will decide that later in the week as the week progresses. But if you don't hear anything, then that means I didn't put it in there. But if you did, they do play, and we're supposed to play them. We have new stuff to play. We have a few new things to do. So if you want your music played, let's say you're a musician. If you want your work played, let's say you're an artist. Let's say you have a small business and you want people to know about it. Let's say you have a message to get out to people. Maybe a PSA or a thought process you want done and said, or a message to get out or something known to people. Write to me at my email, cwlawrence01@gmail.com, CWLAWRENCE01@gmail.com, and we'll get you some information out. Live on the program, if you want to be live on this program at any time, we have a program, 607-238-3816. And to the little shy comments, the sly, shy background comments of iBlog, does the number work? Yes, it does. It is right here. I am pointing to it right now. If you're listening to me, you obviously can't see it, or me pointing to it, but I'm pointing to the phone right now for the iBlog TV audience. The Facebook audience knows it works. Call, and you'll be prompted to have a choice to be on the show. Do that, and then you'll be brought onto the show live. We don't have a phone operator right now. We don't have a screener. So people have called into the show, like they did earlier, called me a scumbag, screamed into the phone, acted really, really ridiculous. But it's the way it is. And that is part of the fun of not having a phone operator. You never know what's going to happen when I press that phone button. Never know what's going to happen. It could be anyone on the other end of that phone. I would say it could be anybody and the president. But I have a feeling I am the only one that's speaking, the only one on this program right now that would not mind the president calling. That would be an honor to have the president call. But my audience seems to not like my comments about the president and my joy of saying the president is great. A lot of people don't agree with me when I talk about politics on this program. So I notice a few other people are there. I wish I could say their names out loud so that you, the listener of this program, could know who these people are, because they're pretty cool. We have 7 Facebook people. We now have 1 or 2 hanging out in the iVlog TV chat room, and we have our YouTube audience. So our social media is filling up, and I hope you, the listener, that's hearing my voice out there in this world of the podcast, will join my Facebook. Just send me a friend invite. Tell me that you heard me on this program. Tell me where you know me from. I'm not just going to say okay to a friend. And ladies, if you want to become my friend, send me a picture that is not you in your underwear. Okay? I don't care what you look like in your underwear. You look great, fine, good and dandy. That's great. But I'm sure you don't go about your normal life, everyday normal life of work and grocery shopping and other things that you do in your normal life, walking around in your underwear. So, unless that's your job, maybe you are into the adult entertainment area of life where you do walk around in your underwear all the time. I'm sure that's not always how you're seen. So why send me a photo of you in your underwear? I don't care. Great, nice underwear. I have no idea what brand it is. It's probably a good brand. Okay? We're not going to give it a plug. But send me a photo of yourself smiling. And if you are single, don't say, hey, I'm single, and send me a picture of you in your underwear, because I'm not interested in that. I could care less what you look like in your underwear. I want to see what you look like in a pair of jeans and a T-shirt, a Pink Floyd T-shirt, and a nice pair of jeans. How about that? How about that, folks? Instead of some weird a picture of yourself. I don't get it. But that's the way it is. That's the way some of these people are. Sometimes I'll look in my email, and somebody will send me a picture like that, and I just think to myself, what the hell is going on? That's not going to get them anywhere. That's not going to get them on the show. Trust me, it's not. I already know people in the adult entertainment world that if I wanted to bring them on the show as a guest, I would. Actually, I've asked 2 of them to come on the program, and they keep telling me they're busy. We all know what they're doing and why they're busy, but anyways, that kind of stuff is not going to be tolerated. So if you want to send friend invites out there, then send me a friend invite saying where you know me. You know me from doing this program. You know me from hearing my voice on this program. And I will gladly add you to my Facebook friends. I don't mind doing that. And if your friends want to become my friend, that's fine. God knows how many friends I have on my Facebook. If somebody wants to check it out for me, go ahead, because I don't know how to do that. But most of my friends are professionals. Most of my friends are not crazy. Maybe they don't have every screw in their head. But most of us take out half the screws in our head anyways. So I don't like walking around with all my screws screwed in either. So, you know, that's the way it is. Most of my friends are dedicated friends. Most of them come to the show every week. So if you're going to be on there and you're going to listen to me and stuff, then you become a dedicated audience member. I wish there was a way to pay back my dedicated audience members. Wish there was a way to say, hey, here's something for being a dedicated listening audience, but I can't. I don't have any money to do contests. We've done a few $10 Walmart gift card contests. However, that gets a lot of money after a while that I don't have right now. It's after Christmas. I did way too much on my credit card, and I don't have that type of money. But I wish there was. And we're this far into the program saying thank you to these people. I probably should have done it at the beginning of the program. But that's okay. After a few breaks, I've had a few cups of coffee in my system, and I feel a lot better than the misery of the person calling in, calling me a scumbag. Some other people have called in. One person even gargled into the phone. What they were gargling, we don't know. We hope it's Scope. Listerine, maybe? We don't know. And we've had a few that the people didn't even answer the phone. Nobody was on the other end. And it's probably not the phones. So, if it's not the phone, and it's not the person's fault, then we don't know what it is. And by not knowing what it is, that is a little spooky. By spooky, I mean a little weird that the phones do act up. But we've had some time fixing that issue. So, our 3 people in iVlog TV, how are you doing over here? Does anybody have anything to say? They're just hanging out. They're just staring at me. I know my Facebook audience is here. We're dwindling down. A lot of people might be going about their lives. Maybe they're at work listening to me. If you're at work listening to me, that's great. That's a way to pass the time. Our YouTube audience has settled out. Not very many people there either. So, we're going to go to one more break, So, when we come back, we're going to do the finalization of the program. Basically saying our goodbyes, but I like to get this one last break in before we do that. So, as always, we'll be right back. All right, coming off that break, I'm starting to get a cold here, so my voice is all muffled, and I'm pausing a little bit more today than I normally done. But this cold has got to end. I'm tired of the freezing weather. I'm tired of winter. And my cold is telling me that I am tired of winter and that I'm not doing too well with the winter months. But, folks, I really appreciate everybody that comes and joins my program. I appreciate everybody. If you would, give me an email, cwlawrence@gmail.com, CWLAWRENCE01@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you don't think. Complaints welcome. Praises welcome. As well, if you're listening to this in the archives, I thank you for listening. If you're listening to me on Facebook, I thank you for listening. iBlog, I thank you for listening. YouTube, thank you for listening. We are now going to die down our program here. We've been doing this for a while now. I have a very scratchy voice, like I just said, with a cold. During breaks, trying to blow my nose and wean my coughs and make sure I'm all right. I don't understand the weather. We had some nice weather, and then it went away. And now it's cold, and then it's nice. So it's a great cold season. Cold season as in sick season, flu season. Everywhere I go, somebody has the flu. Took the bus earlier today. About 40% of that bus had some kind of cold, sniffles, sickness. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable how it is. I'm saving this part for the last of the program because who wants to talk about a cold or having a cold or getting over a cold? Wonton soup and rice, folks. Wonton soup and rice. That is the answer to all my codes. And Pepto, Theraflu, Tylenol, ibuprofen for the fever. This has been all put into my system all week. I'm just mentioning it now because who wants to hear that earlier? Who wants to hear early in the show that I'm a sick human being? That's probably why I didn't make New Year's resolutions either. I didn't want to do that. Recapping now, no New Year's resolutions. The phone hasn't rung in a while. So I don't think anybody wants to call in. Or if they do, they're going to call in when I end the program. That always happens. My Facebook audience is still here. Everybody's still here as I cough through that sentence. Everybody's here. Everybody is on my iVlog TV. They are pretty much gone. I've closed out of that now. We're out of the iVlog TV room. It is gone. It's not gone, but I have gotten out of it. Gone over to some of my other things that I'm focused on here, like the YouTube right here. If you are watching me or ever do watch me, it's normally over to my left. That the Facebook is in front of me is the iVlog kind of over to the center right here. But I thank them a lot for coming, and I wish there was more ways to thank them. Please do tell all your friends to subscribe to my YouTube. Please tell all of your friends to join us when we have live programs. Please tell all your friends to listen. You can see the archives, or maybe you are listening to my archives in my YouTube channel. Folks, it's been great, and I will see you all next time.